Hello guys, so today I just wanted to make a little story. I'm just gonna say that. So let's talk about something today. I'm sorry my hair looks a bit odd today. I don't know why I've got that little thing. I should probably cut it off, but still. So I wanted to tell you guys a little story of something I've been going through these past few months, and it's not been pleasant. So I'm sure we're all aware of what anxiety is and stuff like that. Yeah. So the reason I disappeared for quite a long time after the grand finale, sorry, I've got a little cough, because the reason I did that was actually because I had the worst anxiety imaginable. Like, it got to the point where every single day, I'm not joking, every single day I would start getting panic attacks. And it was so bad to the point I started developing hypochondria and stuff like that. And so the hypochondria, that's when you're really scared about your bodily sensations, you're scared about your actual health, when in reality there was nothing wrong with me. So what happened there is I went for an ECG and a blood test, and they came back normal. My thyroid was functioning okay, because my family has had some history of thyroid issues, but mine, completely fine. Everything was fine. But it still took me weeks to believe that it was okay. I was still experiencing panic attacks and stuff like that. And me personally, I know people I know some people really hate panic attacks. Panic attacks aren't really something to be happy about. It's not a nice feeling. I've been there. I've had probably like 20 panic attacks last month. I'm not even kidding about that. That's probably an estimate number. That's probably the minimum number. It got so bad to the point I had at least one a day. Like, it was horrible. Like, I know you don't really see content like this from me, but yeah. Sorry, cough again. Just go away, cough, please. Like, it just got to the point where every single day, these irrational thoughts, like, I'm gonna die, this is the one. Like, I get like little chest pains. Like, I used to get little chest pains, I still do now, but I know they're nothing now. But I used to think in my mind, oh no, this is the one, this is probably going to be the end of me. But the first panic attack I experienced alone, and it was hard to overcome. It really was. And it was a struggle, because it's really hard to get over panic when you first develop it. Some people, it takes decades, but I had it for weeks, probably a whole month now, I'd say. But panic is not a joke. I was suffering with panic for a month now, like probably even more than that. 2 months. That thing just moves on its own. It's scary. But that doesn't matter really, does it? Panic attacks are not really something to be happy about. Like I said, who would be happy with panic? It's terrible. It's not a nice thing to experience. And I still go through a bit of it. And I'm trying to make a full recovery by putting myself in things like exposure therapy and things like that. And that's just like a bit of my story of anxiety and stuff like that, because I have had anxiety these past few months, and it's been bad. It's been horrible. Especially at night when you're just afraid to sleep. I was afraid to sleep because I was like, what if I don't wake up? And it's not a pleasant feeling when you're laying in bed, so scared of what's going to happen, and you're just like, what if I don't wake up? What if this is the end? What if something happens and I'm not aware of it? What if there's no help? They're the thoughts that circle my mind every single day, but not as much as they used to. Obviously not. I wouldn't be talking about this if it were. But those were the feelings I experienced. I used to experience those feelings every day, and then they gradually build up in my mind, and that's what would cause a panic attack. my heart would start racing, I'd start sweating, I'd start getting chest pains, I would have shortness of breath, bad things like that. And that is why I kind of disappeared a bit after I made that, after, why am I talking like that? I don't know. After I made the grand finale. And it wasn't pleasant, it really wasn't a nice thing to experience. I never thought in my 15 years of existence, I keep switching accents by accident, but yeah. I never thought in my 15 years of existence that I'd have a panic attack. Like, it's not a nice thing to have, and I learned that the hard way with all the panic attacks I've had. That's why I started wearing this Fitbit. Because as you can see, this Fitbit, I don't think you can see it really, but it can measure heart rate and stuff like that, blood oxygen. I was doing that so often that I was clutching my chest, hoping that my heart doesn't make some weird beats, because I was afraid of things like arrhythmia. But arrhythmia is never really something to worry about, even though it's just irregular heartbeats. I know people can get scared by that. That was one of my biggest fears. And it still kind of is, even though I know it's harmless. Arrhythmia is harmless, everyone gets it. And yeah, that's another thing that I had to deal with anxiety. One last thing with anxiety. I know how bad it is to the people who suffer with it out there. I know how you feel. So the best thing to do with anxiety is just in through the nose, out through the mouth, like that, things like that. That can make the biggest difference. And talking with someone about it. I know anxiety is horrible. I've had tons of panic attacks, and I know the first one I thought it was it. But don't think that. Think happy thoughts. Think, what's your favourite thing to do? What do you like to watch and stuff like that. I could never really focus on that stuff because my panic got that bad. But yeah, all I'm trying to say is that's why I disappeared for a month, because I had really intense anxiety. It's getting better now. I can clearly see signs that it's getting better. Even though it might take a few more days, might even get better today. Might take a few more days, might take a few more weeks, might take a month, but I'll eventually get there. And you guys will as well if you experience anxiety like me. And yeah, that was my little story on why I disappeared for like a month after the grand finale. And yeah, you probably all know I'm done with FNF, so that's me trying to focus on my voiceover career and like things I want to do, things that make me happy, because we all want to do things that make us happy. Like, come on, you have to admit. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. So thank you for listening to this little story today, and if you want more stories, please comment down below that you like this type of content. And yeah, I'm gonna go now. Goodbye, guys.